weten? Datum? Yay.
Check, check. Well, guys, we're coming partway into this one. We've got Vivi in blue playing as the Sicilians, Margou in red playing as the Britons. And we are already a good chunk of the way through the game here. Unfortunately, I was having some audio issues as we were starting, and we're casting this one live, and I preferred to just stay with the live game. So here we are. The Briton player gets extra range on their crossbows. They actually haven't even teched. Did he tech in the bucket? He did tech in the bucket. Okay, he's on his way up to imp. Where's the? Oh wait, yeah, extra range. I'm looking at the damage, not the extra range. They actually have one extra range. That makes it a lot more difficult to attack the knights because it's one extra tile that you have to run and soak damage from the archers. And it also means they can snipe villagers from further away, and they even outrange mangonels, unlike most other archers that are basically the same range as mangonels, which means that they can snipe mangonels if you're really, really careful. Now, I think that Vivi has picked up on the fact that Margou has gone forwards with the vast majority of his army and is going to rush Margou's base with his knights. These are Sicilian knights, so they take less bonus damage. They have +2 as well. So Margou's going to commit to this knight rush here, and he's going to actually do a ton of damage because there's only 2 town centers here, and there are like, I don't even know how many villagers, but there's a lot less of them now. Margou losing a ton of villagers to this knight rush. And you can only store 15 villagers each in these town centers. So the Knights just run in. They soak up archer shots because they don't care. They're doing so much damage to the economy. It's very easily worth it. And Vivi takes a massive economy lead heading into post-imp. However, Margou is back here. Going to soak a big shot from the Mangonel potentially. Walks past it. And no split there from Margou, but does take down the Mango for just a pair of archers lost. I don't think that was actually worth it there for Vivi, given that we soaked some additional damage as well. Nice little quick wall there with the villagers on these Knights that are diving the crossbows. They're going to go between the barracks. I'm surprised we didn't set up right. Oh, those wonderful trap the Knights. That would have been slick from Margou, who hits Imperial Age. Going to want to click into Arbs and Bracer, but has no gold. So much of the economy has been killed or idled by these Knights that Margou is unable to do so. At least not immediately. Going to pick up Bracer first, which gives additional damage output and range. I'm surprised we're not picking up Arbalest, actually, because that gives you HP on your units as well. But maybe we're planning on making longbows. Do we have enough for a castle? Just about. I have no idea if I've truly resolved my audio issues until I call Ellie. So if we have audio issues again, then I'm just going to go from without her, unfortunately.
Yay, mandatum ready. Mandatum ready. Yay.
Crossbows coming in. Going to be able to snipe some vills. Margou does have ballistics. Did we pick up chemistry? We did not pick up chemistry yet. Or Arbalest. We need to get Arbalest. These things get a lot scarier when they turn into Arbs. And we also need some trebuchets. Margou needs a lot of things that cost a lot of gold. And he does not have a lot of gold. He's got 11 villagers on gold and 38 gold in the bank after buying Arbalest. Needs 200 gold per trebuchet. Only has 84 vills to Vivi's 123. The archer raids from Margou are not doing nothing, but they're not doing enough. And, I mean, Vivi has, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 town centers? What is this? And we just kicked in, what the heck is the Sicilian Knight bonus? What the heck is that called? Or the Sicilian unique tech, pardon me? The additional, that's what I was trying, yeah. He's got some name, I don't remember the name of. Gives the additional armor thing. Inception Horn. Alberg. What's that do? Procaster. +2 Pierce armor for the Sicilian Imp Unique Tech. I don't know. Margou needs to kill lots of vills. Needs to kill lots of eco. Needs to take out castles. Picking up chemistry. These are going to be fully upgraded Britain Arbalest. I think we're still missing like Yaumin, but that's okay. We should wipe these out, I think. I think the Arbs should win this fight still. Are we not one-shotting these Cavalier? Uh-oh. Chemistry really needs to kick in. Like, really, really, really needs to kick in. Yeah, this is actually GG here for Margou if he loses this Arb mass, I think. He's going to call GG. And Margou is going to lose this one. Vivi takes game 1. +6 armor. What do you do as the Britons? You have to go Halbs here. Yeah, you needed to be teching Halb. And we needed to be closed up too. And we aren't. Acropolis is an insane map. GG, well played. We're going to be moving on to game 2. We'll take a peek at the stats. That's a pretty ridiculous KD there for Vivi. Cavaliers 6 Pierce armor. All right, I'm going to test my Inception horn. Now, I'm sure that's loud as fuck. Let's turn that down just a little bit. That should be like loud. It should be loud.
Bruh.
That's good. Okay, now we're good. Everything is at an appropriate level. Because my voice, yeah. Is that only 1 damage per shot from Arbalest? So 140 shot to kill a Chevalier. A Chevalier. A Chevalier. I like the Chevalier. Sorry. I wonder if my audio was working. I can't tell until I do a Discord call with someone. So we're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live. Oui, un chevalier, monsieur. Bonjour, je m'appelle Grayson. Je suis 32 ans. Comment t'appelles-tu? Big pops in the shoulders, man. Hey, Ellie, I'm gonna call you again. Let's see if she picks up. Boop, 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 boop. Let's go over to the Instaband. So now they don't have any Instabands left for the rest of the set. So whatever they get is what they get. And they've got Bulgarians versus Goths. It's gonna be I mean, that should be Vivi. I think Vivi's playing for or Yo is playing for Vivi, doing the draft for Vivi. And we got Bulgarians versus Goth here. So Margou's got Je suis le Big Mac on sandwich français. Tabarnak. If you're in French, they're like, why are you yelling about a part of a church? In Quebec, they're just like,
Hello.
Bonjour, comment t'appelles-tu? We're talking French over here. I don't know why. You can hear me, right?
Yo, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, and I think my stream can hear you, so that's, in theory, my audio issues are solved. And just, you can't hear this Inception horn, can
you? Not really, no.
Okay, good.
I have an Inception horn.
Yeah? Yes, you do. You have my Inception horn. Inception horn.
Yeah, I think I do have an echo. Hold on. Let me make the speakers quieter, so ideally you don't get echoed in here. But okay. How much of the game did you cast? The last one? It was crazy.
Last like 4 minutes with the I got the ARBs getting wrecked by the +6 armor. Chevalier, as we called them, because someone called them a chevalier instead of a cavalier in my chat. So that's why we were talking French.
Oh. French right now. You're not doing your French. It's illegal. It's illegal. All right, we got Bulgarians versus the Goths. Who are you rooting for in this matchup? I want Margou to win, so we get a game 3.
That's pretty much where I'm at. Just because then we actually get to cast more than one game together. Now I'm playing my sad music. Sad music playing. Do we have a lobby code yet? Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do actually. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it right now. Got the Vipster versus Margou. Okay, Grat, Entertain people, please. I want to get a drink of water. After that last one, I mean, I feel like I could go for something alcoholic, but I don't drink, so.
Entertain them.
Woo! Welcome, welcome.
I wish. Okay, well, I'll do a fake ad here. Okay, I don't know if they can't hear my. I don't know if they can hear my.
Don't do a fake ad.
Oh, okay. I won't.
We need real. Oh, the game's starting.
The game started.
Okay,
you can't go anywhere. Got him.
I can't go anywhere. Well, I can actually.
Well,
you know,
in theory,
that's
I mean, like,
yes.
I'm sorry.
But I will leave it with a scout scouting here on the Goths, and then I'll let you take care of it.
Oh, you're gonna leave it on the scouts goth. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Margou, his scout, is whispering through the woods, traveling through the land. He comes upon a wooded area.
What? There's a villager going forwards. Ellie, get back here. There's a villager going forwards. What? Oh my God. Okay. I don't know if you can you see it on Ellie's stream, guys? Oh my God. What can you, I got to now. You can't see. Look at the top right corner. There she is. Watch out. It's the goth lame is happening. Margou. Ellie, get back here.
I'm coming.
Ah!
All right. Where's the Ville? I'm blind.
It's just behind the scout.
Oh, okay. Margou's going forward. So he's playing as Goths. He gets Loom instantaneously, right? He still has to pay the 50 quid. I don't know. People have been saying quid a lot, so now I'm going to say quid instead of gold. He's paying the 50 quid for the goal, for the Loom, instantaneously loomed up here. We're doing the way.
Okay, those deer are going down at the back. I'm going to guess we're going to try and take out that rear boar. So Vivi knows about this, sees the villager going forwards because we had the sheep get picked off by the scout. And now he's going to try and find this forward villager from Margou in the south who's going to go with the boar first.
Oh, but she needs to wall herself in. She does. She does. But Vivi's coming with another boar, with a villager of his own here. Well, worst case scenario.
Okay, what Margou needs to do here, Ellie, is oh, what a play from Vivi. So
putting the house down?
Yeah, putting the house down to re-aggro the boar.
Yeah. Yeah, but it didn't work out for him, so it was not a play.
It was not a well, at least the thing is, at least now we've avoided the scout picking the boar off and killing all of the food, so we can still put a mill on that boar maybe, or at least like long distance the boar. Would definitely still be worth it to long distance the boar, yeah.
Yeah, usually I'm not a fan of long distance relationships, but in this case, I'll allow it.
There's still deer over there, so if we manage to get that villager out of the picture, then we can mill that whole area for food.
Can we get her out of the picture? Now, Mr. Vivi doesn't have Loom yet. I wonder if this assault will force him to be getting Loom. It doesn't look like he wants to budge. He's just going to quickly wall towards the town center, and he should be fine. So Vivi's playing as Bulgarians. So he gets the man-at-arm upgrade for free, and like the long swords, two-handed long swordsman, which is quite nice. So I wonder if late game we're going to see some infantry.
I don't you think this is a really risky play from Margou, Ellie? Like, you're already down a game in this set, so you're going to send a villager forward and play, like, super aggressive like this? This feels like... Honestly, it feels like a mistake, because, like, you're all this idle time on one of your very early villagers, and I just... In a game 2 of, like, a elimination game like this, I don't know if I'd be doing something like this. I think I'd be playing a bit more straight up. Are the Goths at that much of a disadvantage that he needs to go forwards and lame like this, do you think?
I don't know, but obviously once the Goths get their castle down, I feel like they're in a little bit of a better position. But Vivi does have the creepy posts, right? So that's a little bit spooky, but we are causing a little bit of ruckus for Vivi's economy. So if you look at the efficiency, it's 71 to 67. It's not that big of a deal here. And we are building a forward rack. So I think Margou, you know, with Goths, you can still do the man-at-arms into archers, right? So I think maybe that's what we could see, like a drush into archers, perhaps. Definitely see it happening, especially if this villager forward remains present and then building the archer range forward. I mean, it could be a really big headache.
I think the drush is a mistake, Ellie, because we've already got our berries walled and funneled in. And also, like, look how inefficient, like, Margou's economy is. I really think Margou should I mean, you can keep
Margou needs a mill. He's been non-milling it for a while now.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I think we needed the mill more than we needed this forward barracks. There's just not a ton of damage to be found with the drush at this point. Like there's those villagers in the bottom left that are gathering that food, but I just don't think that it's worth drushing that because they've already got the boar, and I guess you're gonna push.
They build a mill, right? And they're gonna pick up these 2 deer as well.
Well,
so
maybe it is worth it now.
You know,
yeah.
Maybe it is worth it now, you know? And Mr. Vivster doesn't see the rack, so he has no idea. And I guess Margou is just going to keep this villager building houses and just trying to keep her busy. Whoa, 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 what are we doing? What are we doing? We're walling them in, but they have clear access outwards. I don't know. It seems like a weird house, but all right. I wonder if this is going to be like a very, very aggressive... well, I mean, it already is very aggressive, but I mean like an all-in kind of Dark Age strat. Seems weird.
With the forward barracks, I think it makes a lot more sense to spam the militia than to sit back, but because the forward rush just doesn't accomplish much, as opposed to just doing the barracks back at home. Plus, now you're actually a bit vulnerable. If the Bulgarian somehow makes it up to feudal, yeah, they are up to feudal. If we go scouts here as the Bulgarians, send it forwards into Margou's base. So exposed to scouts, and we don't have any spears back at home to defend with. We'll have to send our spear back with our rear like our forward barracks.
Margou hasn't found his two piggies either. So we have these two piggies that I think Vivi might be able to find. Maybe not. We'll definitely have to see. In any case, 20 seconds and Vivi will be in the feudal age. He's got his racks already going, so he's going to be ready for the man-at-arms to be coming out. He doesn't have any on gold just yet. So I'm wondering if archers... Nah, I don't think we'll see archers because Bulgarians don't get crossbows, so archers are always a little bit risky. Looks like he's going for the stable of all things, getting those scouts in. Interesting. Meanwhile, Margou's villager heading home, tail behind her legs, you know? Or between her legs. Didn't really accomplish too much.
That's the walk of shame, isn't it, Ellie? That's
The walk of shame at like 9:30 in the morning on a Saturday night. Can't relate.
You went to the enemy's base. You were there all night. What were you up to?
She's just a little beaten and bruised, but she's into it. All right, she was into it. Anyway, the gold situation here for Margou is real, so it looks like we'll see some archers from Margou, who is on his way to feudal age. He'll be there in a minute's time. Archery range, he's not going to have forward, but he is keeping the pressure on the berries a little bit. It's going to be a little annoying for Vivi, but nothing too major. A villager's just going to repair that palisade wall, and all things considered, it's not going to be too bad. I'm wondering if Margou is waiting for Vivi to eat through this one forage bush, and then he can just delete his house, and then have a lovely access.
Ellie, I want to call attention to the scouts that are forming up outside of Margou's base. And like I said, Margou needs to get small walls down around the lumber camps, or we're gonna have like some dead villagers for sure here, because we're gonna have 3 forward vills, and Margou only just hits feudal age now and drops a defensive archery range. I feel like the barracks should be at home and the archery range should be forwards, and it's backwards.
The woods situation is not looking good. I think Margou's going to lose a vill, possibly a second villager, possibly... Okay, no, we're not going to commit to that fight, which is weird. I feel like 3 scouts can take 4 vills, especially with some micro here.
Vivi.
They're going back in it.
Vivi going forwards with villagers, Ellie, just above Margou's woodline right now, or below Margou's woodline, I should say.
I'm looking at it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
A scout goes down. Okay, villagers remain alive. 9:30 in the morning on a Saturday night. Yes, that's what I said.
10 a.m. here.
That makes perfect sense. All right, Margou, he actually has 6 man-at-arms now that are doing some work. We've got 3 of them pounding on one palisade, and we've got the other 3 pounding on another. We do have some archers from Margou as well. They are at home, like we mentioned. Defensive archery range is a little bit weird. We've lost 2 vills. We've killed 1 vill. So villager-wise, it's 29-29 for both players. 30-29 now. So Vivi's got 1 vill in the lead. Looks like Vivi wanted to build a tower, but because the archer is there from behind, we have to now abandon hopes and dreams there. And now Margou is idling 5 villagers for Vivi's 2. And now we have some scouts. It's looking a little gross here. I think another vill's going to go down.
This whole defending scouts with archers at home and is really weird. But to Margou's credit, we've got a lot of pressure from these man-at-arms. We have managed to find damage on those berries. And with that tower that's about to go up to the west of Vivi's woodline, this is looking pretty serious. I love all this feudal aggression, Ellie. On runestones, too.
Yeah, so there's a tower that's coming up. I don't think Vivi sees the tower from Margou. No. So we're making a counter tower. I don't think it'll go up because this tower from Margou is now up, so we can garrison that one vill for some extra, some extra arrow power right now. And Vivi's going to need to commit 7 villagers here to be building this tower. It should go up, and because we have more villagers here that we can garrison, we should be able to win this tower war. But really, really nice work here. I wonder if actually these man-at-arms can... Oh, they're on stand ground. Come attack the tower, you little coupons.
Margou just lost the archers they were sending forwards to the scouts, which managed to pick them off, Ellie, while this was going on. And now the scouts are going to be able to go forwards again. So Vivi's going to be countering with this batch of scouts. Look, they're going to pick off another 3 archers for nothing.
Well, I don't think I got to pick them off, per se.
Okay,
they're pretty close underneath the TC, but yeah. I think we need more archers definitely for Margou, and he's working on it. Fletching is coming in for him as well. Meanwhile, the Bulgarian, who saves actually half the food cost of all of his blacksmith upgrades, hasn't gotten anything. And he's got 6 scouts, so you think maybe the defense armor would be worth it. Maybe the... fletching. Well, maybe fletching's not going to be too important, but I think the defense makes sense. He's picking up bloodlines right now, but I would say with 7 scouts, get the defense upgrade. It's not that expensive because you're Bulgarians, and you'll have a little bit easier time to deal with the archers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think.
Oh, bastard.
What do we have? We have with bloodlines coming in. This is gonna make sure that we're committed to feudal here for at least another few minutes. I don't think we're gonna be up to castle age from either player until we're like the 23-24 minute mark. The way this is looking.
Oh, I don't think so either. And because Mr. Margou, he's like set up. He's set up shop. He's quite comfortable, all right, in this little situation. He's got the archers, he's got the man-at-arms, and that is spooky. I feel like he's got some spears as well, so he is ready to do anything and everything he wants. He'll be able to break through any wall because he has the archers that will be able to harass villagers from behind the wall.
Ooh, spicy quick walls on Margou's woodline, Ellie. I don't know if you caught that with the scouts coming in. But spicy quick walls from Margou are going to keep those villagers safe. But that's I think that if we're not careful, those scouts can dive underneath and pick off villagers even on the farms. There's like a couple weak villagers under there.
Looks like there's one villager at the goal. She's going to go down. So villager-wise, it's 38-38. Vivi has wheelbarrow. Margou's just getting it right now. And we got 10 on food for Margou, 9 on food for Mr.
Scouts
Vivi.
in the gold.
Yeah, it's gross. It's icky, but we have 2 scouts and a lot of villagers. I think 1 villager's gonna go down.
2 vills go down. Oh, it's not great.
It's not ideal, but the scout numbers from Vivi now are a lot more manageable.
Ooh.
I mean, it did cost Margou a literal arm in the leg right now.
Down in Margou's got a group of archers and men-at-arms down at the bottom of Vivi's base by the market. There's a defensive tower going up from Vivi.
I see it. We're looking at it. Oh my goodness. Castle, the tower should go up. Mr. Vivi is mining some stone. So I wonder if he's gonna, like, while he's clicking up to Castle Age, will mine enough for like a crep post and then go forward and be really aggressive with it. I don't know. He's gonna definitely need some army though to defend his villagers, because right now Margou has the better army, and Margou's gonna use the market. He wants to have quite a quick uptime. Usually when players get to like 37 villagers, it's when you start thinking about clicking up the castle. And Margou's lost a whole bunch of vills, so he feels like, oh my goodness, I need to be clicking up pronto. So I think using the market is really good recognition there from him. And he's gonna go up first.
Yep, it's also selling first, of course, gets you like a better like market prices at the market, so that's always an advantage as well. I don't know if you just said that or not, but I was paying attention to see if the market was about to go down. It got really low HP, Ellie. I think Margou should have. I guess they didn't want to lose any more men-at-arms to that tower. If we save enough of these men-at-arms for Castle Age, we can add to them and go like full men-at-arms forwards here with the forwards barracks. We've got another group of archers on the left side that are going to be able to pressure this wood line, which is actually open now on Vivi's left side of his base.
I see it now. Some scouts in Margou's wood line on the other end of the map. I think the archers are going to be able to fend them off here because one scout is good as dead, and the other scout is not the highest HP either. Well, I mean, could be worse. There we go. So nice defense there for Margou. Both players going to be in castle in about a minute. I think we'll see some crossbows from Margou until he's able to get a castle, and then he'll probably switch into infantry. But going into crossbows with Goths, definitely nothing too crazy. And Mr. Vivi, I think he wants knights. He's already picking up the defense armor, so I think he's going to go for the knight line.
One noteworthy thing here, Ellie, the Bulgarian Vivi does not have access to stone. That forward stone is currently being pinned down by those men-at-arms and archers. And the other stone is way off to the southeast out of the base and probably not going to be able to be taken by Vivi. So it's going to be no creeposties. What do you call them? Crappy posts?
Yeah, a crappy post. And the berries have still not got finished, so I don't know if we're gonna be getting them. I don't think we want to do a fast imp. No, yeah, that would be too crazy. So we're gonna be pumping out some knights now. Margou, realizing that knights are gonna be gonna send his little army back. It's really weak anyway, so.
We're gonna try and drop a TC like the set. Why, Margou? Why are you leaving that batch of stone? Yeah, Vivi wants that stone so badly. Like, we need to protect. That needs to be the focus of Margou right now, because I think if Vivi gets that stone, the game will flip into the Goths' favor. I really don't want them to get their conics out.
Bulgarians, their TCs cost only 50 stone instead of 100.
Yeah.
So if you guys are wondering, oh, he only has 60 stone, like la. Chill, guys. We Gucci, we fine. And now they're going to be adding a town center further south on the wood line. So Margou's doing a great job of denying that. Right now, if you look at the military numbers, 1k6 to 500. So Margou's really in a good position right now. But he's going on 1 TC. He doesn't have the resources for another TC right now.
Crossbows
so
are pitting.
Really
if we had 3 or 4 more crossbows on that town center, we'd be preventing it from going up. But it is going to make it up even at the cost of like 5 or 6 vills. The villager count now in favor of Vivi. Vivi wipes up that group of archers on the front, meanwhile.
Margou has 41 villagers, so it's fine. But now he does have the 2 TC, so he should be able to take the lead back. Meanwhile, Vivi's sending his 8 knights rather. Well, he has 7 here. I don't know where the 8th one is. They got +2 defense. They got bloodlines. They got +1 attack. And Margou, he's going to be adding a monastery. He's like, all right, let's turn to God in our time of need. Going to try to get some conversion.
Ellie, the knights. What? The knights are here.
I've been looking right at them.
The quick wall fails, and we're getting forced off of our gold. This is a pretty significant push here from Vivi, I think. Getting pushed off this forwards gold. Like, where else is Margou going to take gold from, Ellie? The knights coming in is critical. Having that batch of archers up just in time to defend from that group of knights. I think Vivi needs to get a forwards siege workshop down.
Vivi's just going to loop-de-doop around. He can just loop-de-doop and attack the gold from another angle. But Margou's like, nah. We got to defend this area. Let's build a TC here real quick. And the wood line is protected, so I don't think we'll get much damage there. But hold on, there's one villager that's out of the range of the TC. Looks like she might get booted out, but Margou's a good father. He saves her.
Quick walls on the wood lines. The knights
are hungry, Ellie. They're hungry.
Back. Oh, maybe take this one now. So he's like, I can drink. He's making a siege workshop really defensively at home. We got a little ball of pikes and crossbows here. Now, you know what I'm going to say?
No.
Skirmishers.
Oh,
right?
God.
Skirmishers, the answer. All right, maybe not Mr. Vivi going for the mangonels.
You need an Ellie skirm redeem where just like skirms, someone can like redeem a channel point thing in your thing, and just a whole bunch of skirms just start running across the screen with the Ellie skirms with the little Ellie heads on them.
Like you have the knights?
Yeah.
Maybe. Mr. Vivi, he's sending 7 villagers. I think he wants another TC on his gold and his wood line here. He can't afford it, so just a matter of him clicking the buttons in the correct order. Meanwhile, Margou back at home. He's still dealing with these knights. Did manage to get a conversion of 1 knight, which is pretty decent, I would say. I think this one crossbow is going to struggle against that knight over here. I'm going to lose a couple of villagers. I was worried about her. She dies. Sad.
There's knights raiding in Vivi's base, or pardon me, in Margot's base. There's also a group of crossbows that are trying to push these villagers that are trying to take this main stone. Mangonel creeping in on that group of crossbows, Ellie. Oh!
Oh, mama. All right, well, the Pikes aren't really too afraid of this. Mr. Vivi wants to really double down on the stone and mine with a second, you know, whatchamacallit, second mining camp over here. The pikemen, will they be able to destroy the mangonel? It would be really good value if they do. There's a monk getting a conversion of a pike. Scorpion coming this way.
That was a terrible, terrible fight for Margou, who loses basically all of his army for almost no knights or the mangonel. There was like 2 knights, I think. There were 3 knights that died out of all of that. That was pretty horrible fight for Margou.
Costly.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Margou, he's down 10 villagers, but he did just add a 3rd town center. He's got 9 on food, though. So if he wants to produce out of his 3 TCs, he's going to need to pump his farm numbers up, all right? These are rookie numbers. I don't know why he's also going into the skirmishers. I feel like there's nothing that skirmishers counter right now. Skirmishers is what Vivi needs to be doing, but he seems to be doing just fine with his knights. In any case, Margou, he's got a lot of wood, so I'm sure adding farms wouldn't be the worst case scenario. They both have the 2nd wood upgrade, both only on their horse collar. At least they have that heavy plow not really being considered right now.
Ellie, my chat's calling. My chat wants to call it a GG. I don't think it is, because Margou has 3 TCs down, and Vivi doesn't have enough army to pressure, or at least isn't pressuring actively. And because I think actually Margou could probably defend an offensive from Vivi enough that they wouldn't die. So I don't think this is GG, guys. And I think Margou will actually find their way back into the game in a moment, especially if they make more pikemen, which they do. Look, they got 11 pikemen out, 4 more in queue. We'll be able to hold against this match. What we really need, though, Ellie, what Margou actually critically needs is a siege workshop. Look at the Crepost that Vivi's going to try and drop. We need a siege workshop so badly from Margou to be able to take out these scorpions that we're about to run into. Like, we desperately need a siege workshop right where that Crepost is about to go down.
I think so. We don't have the wood fort just now. We're making another
delete the farm.
TC.
Oh, this is GG right here. This is a GG fight. Margou won't be able to defend after this. We needed to keep the pikes alive at the very least.
We needed to keep the pikes alive.
Yep. Margou's going to call it, and Vivi's going to move on to the round of 16, Ellie.
Inception horn.
Inception horn.
Inception. Well, GG to Margou, GG to Vivi. I feel like, yeah, maybe not taking that fight would have been good. Would have been good. But 3 TCs. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe that forward villager was weird play. They've got a lot of Dark Age pressure, turning into a lot of feudal pressure. Hey, Drebsdorf.
That was a solid game. I definitely agree about Margou. I think the main thing is that pulling that army back, getting that siege workshop down, and trying to play defensively. When you can't, like, I don't think you try and do damage in that situation. If you do, you send like 4 crossbows, like on a tiny little flank. Like, if you wanted to do what Margou was trying to accomplish, right? You look at the southern part of Vivi's base, and that's exposed woodline. You get some crossbows down there and just be irritating with them, and you'll probably do way more damage than sending all of your pikes and crossbows forward the way Margou did anyways. So
you can tell in the military line and the statistics that, like, that last fight at the end was just put the nail in the coffin.
Yep.
Resources collected, pretty similar to both players. I think the Vivi was definitely struggling to get that stone, but then once he got the ball rolling, it was pretty hard to stop. Villies there for Mr. Vivi. Clicky clickies from our Goo, but you already know, Grath. Vivi,
what?
You gotta fill in the sentence. Vivi
is moving on to the round of 16.
No, Vivi clicked in all the right places.
Oh, he clicked in all the right places. Yeah.
My goodness. All right, someone's redeeming squats or lunges. We'll do them in just a second. Do we have another game?
You're gonna do squats or how many squats or lunges do you have to do when they redeem that?
You know what? It's
because I do my Ranger size, you know.
You know what? It's however many I want.
Whatever you want.
It's minimum 2, I suppose, for it to be squats. You know, not just the squat. Because we've got a bunch of games that are happening like really late today. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to cast those live.
I can run you through what my schedule was for the day. We had I was gonna cast F1RE versus FreakinAndy after this from Rex. There's also from Rex, if you haven't casted, there's Back versus Black and Doubt versus Dr. Cosmonaut. Did you cast either of those?
Yeah. I casted a couple of yesterday. There's also the Geordie Survivalist game. I don't know if you casted that one, but I still need to cast that one. Let's cast Fire FreakinAndy.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So let me just download the games real quick. You know what's annoying?
No.
When they don't label their crap. And then it's just like 2 games with a string of numbers at the end. And then before I transfer them into my poop, I have to like give them another name.
You mean 2 or 3 games? Because I haven't opened it yet. Right?
3, they're games.
The number of games that there are.
Yes. Oh, wow. Andy. Hello. Let's be real here. Who came up with the name for the tourney? Grath Rang.
Aww. Aww. Yeah, but who came up with Instabans? Who came up with the concept of Instabans in the first place after we did the first show match together?
Guilty. You know what? I'll tell you what. I did a rap for when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
And it was about like studying and being a good student, being a good pupil. And it started off with, when you get home from school, try to study. If you don't get something, call a buddy. 'Cause let's be real, this is a done deal. Don't try to copy. Instead, do it yourself and save it on a floppy. I was like, no one uses floppies, but I needed something that rhymed with copy. And floppy was the thing.
Yeah, but that sounds like you're talking about a floppy. What I said?
No!
I didn't say. I said. Why is it censoring both times that I said? I said not. Reggie, stop censoring me. My sound guy's censoring me. I'm sorry, guys.
Your sound guy. So funny. All right, so I'm just getting these games in here. Let me just open up my same games folder. I still got the little squat that I need to do, but
I'll do the squats with you.
Welcome everyone.
Can we do lunges instead of squats, actually? Because then I can count them towards my lunges that I'm supposed to do.
You want me to do lunges?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do lunges. Right. Just for you.
How many am I going to do? How many are we doing here?
Is Valeze's game live right now?
No.
No. He played versus... No.
Les versus Nilly? No, that happened days ago.
Yeah, that happened. I already casted that one.
Yeah, I watched you cast that.
All right. Okay, moving on to the next one here. Do you have the OnlyBans draft? It's in the Discord.
I do, yes. I have it. I'm just getting it. There's...
Okay, because here it is.
Yep.
We've got FreakinAndy banning Arabia, Acropolis, Land Madness. Fire banning Socotra, Gold Rush, and Nomad. Chinese, Mayans, Aztecs gone for Andy. Fire banning Aztecs, Lithuanians, Bohemians. I feel like the maps they're choosing, interesting bans there, are pretty open maps. So I think we'll see some closed ones. And indeed, the first game will be Arena. We'll have Celts versus Spanish. No one used any Insta bans.
Nice.
No one used them. So that is what we will see.
This is going to be a good match.
It should be a good match. Celts, Spanish. I feel like Spanish perhaps have with a faster building bonus. I wonder if it's going to be a 1 TC all-in kind of push there. And then Andy, I don't know. We'll see if he pushes or does the boom boom. We'll definitely have to see. But I'm just going to open it up right now and then do my lunges.
Alrighty. Can one use Instaban on oneself? Absolutely. Asked someone in my chat. Dr. Snitzel in my chat asked that.
Okay, so we're gonna need to synchronize. So we are in the same.
But did you do your lunges
I just
already?
loaded it up. Pardon?
Did you do your lunges already?
No. But like, I can do my lunges while you're talking. I'm at 15 seconds. 17 seconds.
Okay, hold on. We're not synced up here. Pause at 25.
Okay, I'll pause at 25.
All right, and then I'll give it
21,
count.
22, 23, 24, 25. I'm paused.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty, so we're gonna make Andy red just for the sake of ease of whatnot. Okay, you can talk about the matchup. I'll have the scout checking out Andy's scout here, and then I'll do some lunges, and you can chat.
All right. In red, FreakinAndy will be playing as the Celts in the Northeast. Celts, of course, get that faster wood choppy bonus. They also get the faster moving minute. We can't see the games. Thank you, chat. Anyways, chat in red is FreakinAndy playing as the Celts. He's got that faster wood choppy bonus. He's got the faster moving infantry, men-at-arms. He's also got those crazy woad raiders that they can pop out from the castles that are anti-siege. They have faster firing siege. So they're like super strong civ in my opinion. At least the fast wood chopping, I feel like, is such a strong eco bonus. Super underrated. The Spanish player is going to be Fire, who is one of our higher seeds, I believe, in the tournament. I'm not sure what his seed actually is, but he's going to be the higher seed in this.
2K5 these days.
Yeah, he's really solid player, and he's one of the higher seeds, higher elo players in the tournament for sure, and is the higher seed in this matchup. And he's going to be playing as the Spanish. Spanish get the faster builders. They get that crazy supremacy with the really beefed up villagers. That tech from the castle age that comes in Imperial Age, I believe. The available. Wait,
Age,
yeah, it is Imp, right?
The poor man's Flemish Revolution.
Yeah, the poor man's Flemish Revolution. We also have Conquistadors, which are a massive power spike in early Castle Age. So a really common thing to do is like a Drush FC or a straight FC on a Reno here with the Spanish into a castle drop into conks and to break into your opponent's base and just eat everything for breakfast, because 3 conks kills basically everything in early Castle Age. So that's a really strong play from the Spanish. I think the defense there from the Celts would be in like an FC. It's tempting to not go into skirms as the Celts, because you have to have the faster firing siege, and maybe you can get away with Scorps or something and do your own castle drop, like a defensive castle drop with Scorps or something like that. I don't know. But skirms is definitely a solid option against the Spanish as the Celts for sure, especially with the wood bonus. And we're on a Rita, which has so much wood. Another thing that the other strong suit of the Spanish is they have really good cavalry, so they get fully upgraded Hussar and Paladins. They have a full blacksmith. But they don't get crossbows. So, but I think they have a full blacksmith. So post imp could be interesting if we get that far. But for some reason, I think we're gonna see a castle drop from one or both players into a unique unit from the Spanish player. Or into maybe like, I don't know, Monk Siege from the Celt. How many squats and or lunges did you do? I'm going to try and match you.
I was done for a very long time.
All right, well, it's your turn. You talk.
Well, I want to say thank you for Nini for the sub. Really appreciate the support and welcome. Oh, a sub and then a follow. Wow, that's very interesting order. But yeah, I like that Mr. Fire has cleaned his walls at the back of the base, giving himself lots of room for activity. And FreakinAndy, he's like, we'll hang on to those for a little bit, so he doesn't want to destroy those walls just yet. But Andy, he's going for a racks, which means probably for his 2 buildings, he'll go up with the blacksmith and a stable. He's going to want to go for the relic control and fire. I don't see a racks for him just yet, but he is going on stone. Is that shocking? Probably not. We do want the Conquistadors. Like you mentioned, they do have a really nice power spike. They're a gunpowder unit, so they're pretty fully upgraded attack-wise. Sure, you can get the defense, but like fletching and botking doesn't affect them. So that's why gunpowder units usually have a really crazy power spike. So civs like Spanish, Turks with their Jannies, Portuguese with their organ guns, really strong early castle.
Okay, I did
Pretty
20.
nice.
I did 20 lunges. But I agree.
Ooh, good for you. Relic distribution. I would say they favor Fire a little bit because we have these two that are really, really close to him, but the other three are quite in the center. So I don't know if Andy. I feel like Andy's getting ripped off with this relic situation here. I feel like I'm offended on Andy's behalf here. We need a re.
No, please don't say that. We're the admin.
Someone get an admin in here.
Oh God. I actually don't think. I think that the northern relic, like there's 3 relics that I would argue are closer to FreakinAndy than Fire, but I also feel like that middle relic is kind of like evenly spaced between 2 players' gates. Like if you look where FreakinAndy's gates are compared to where Fire's gates are.
No. Andy definitely has one closer to him, which is this one, the one furthest to the east. But the other 4, I feel like they're all closer to Fire. What are you talking about?
Well, I feel like there's that southern one that's closer to FreakinAndy's gate, and then there's the 2 northern ones that are closer to FreakinAndy's gate.
Oh, this one we can argue about, but this one I feel like is closer to Fire. But anyway, Andy's going to be in the feudal age in 30 seconds, and he's just getting ready to drop his stable and to drop his blacksmith. I like that he already is walling kind of towards his TC. He's just anticipating a castle drop, and what's really fortunate for him is that he has his main gold in the back of his base. So, like, even if Fire does come forward and, like, rain on his parade,
Ellie,
it's not going to be...
have you ever been to Alligator Randy's? Here at Alligator Randy's, we have the finest alligators in the arena landscape. With over 5 alligators per arena, you too can be the proud owner of an arena alligator. Come on down, Philadelphia's finest East 5th Street restaurant, Alligator Randy's.
Do you know who you're talking to? Have you forgotten who you're talking to?
Oh no! You see, they don't. No. The alligators eat the people. That's what you're confused. You think? You thought they eat the alligators. No, it's Alligator Randy's. They have a death pit where they put all the people. It's great.
Yeah, that's
I thought you'd like that.
Andy's already going up to Castle Age, so he's got his stable, he's got his blacksmith over here. We're probably going to pump out a couple of scouts. I really like the scout play from him because if Fire does get an idea to come forward with this, I don't think we'll see a forward castle, but if we do, having scouts on the field is going to give Andy the opportunity to deny the castle drop. So I like it. Fire, meanwhile, he's going up with the market blacksmith, so no opportunity to be pumping out any spears at the moment, and Andy is engaging with Fire in his scout. It looks like it's who's got the bigger balls.
Me.
Andy's just gonna pull away. He's gonna pull away. Fire sees the fresh HP scout, and he's like, all right, let me just bounce on out of here. Andy gonna follow. He's gonna have a full HP scout in Mr. Fire's poop, and he's just gonna peruse.
I don't like you talking about people being each other's poop. This is supposed to be a family channel.
Well, deal. We'll deal.
What do you think about
Mr.
this
Andy?
scout being inside Fire's base? He's going to be able to pick up, and he's going to see that Fire's on the stone at the back of his base. So now we know we're going to be castle drop into Conch-Selly.
Yeah, we know. I mean, I don't think it just confirmed what we already knew, essentially. I don't think Andy's like super like, I don't think he's shocked, essentially, is what I'm trying to say here. But Monastery coming down for Andy right off the bat. He's got his 200 stone. So I think we're going to see a boom situation here for the Celt. Again, the chopping of the wood a little bit faster is really helpful. So we have a lot of wood to play with, and we'll get a couple of monks out. Meanwhile, Fire just has one scout that's super low, and I think if Andy's lucky, he's not going to be able to chase him out of there. That's unfortunate, but Fire could still do some damage with this one scout. I mean, he just needs 1 HP, really. He just needs to be alive, and then he can kill an infinite amount of monks. Not at the same time. Not at the same time, obviously, because he'll probably get converted before that happens. In any case, first monk coming out.
Ellie, Fire still doesn't have Loom because he's on his way up to Castle Age. And he's taken a lot of HP off of some of his villagers. FreakinAndy hasn't been able to pick one off yet. That castle's going to go up at the front of Fire's base along with a monastery.
Yeah, well, I like that Fire's using the berries as part of a wall. Clever. And he's making a monastery himself. Meanwhile, Andy will have a slight lead in his monk numbers, I suppose. We are sending out these Monkaroo tuna breads here. Probably going to pick up the relics closest. I wonder if he's going to go for the relic closest to him or if he's going to go to the one closest to fire. It looks like he wants to play it safe. It seems like the trajectory is leading him right to this relic. It could also be leading him over here, but oh, another scout from fire. We engage. Yes. The ring of death.
Ellie,
giving, you know, the kiss of death. This engagement.
There's an alligator there, Ellie. I'm sorry. I'm getting fixated on the gatus. I don't see
a crocodile.
Is it a crocodile? Does it label? Oh, it is a crocodile. That's.
Yes. Yes. Remember America's Funniest Home Videos?
Yes.
Remember Nincompoop Corner? That was my thing.
Did you ever submit? Did you ever submit a video to America's Funniest Home Videos?
No, I did not.
I did once.
Is hello pretty English? Does this exist in English or is it?
Alligators? Okay, Ellie, we need to put Ellie heads on the alligators, but they're crocodiles. Darn it, that doesn't work. Someone in my chat
I don't know your
suggested it.
question. English people, a question. Is hello pretty English? Is like if you're saying hello pretty? No, you would say like hello beautiful, but hello pretty is sounds weird.
See?
All right, Andy's got two relics to his name, and his monks are rolling out for more. We do have some conquistadors. Now, to quote Grath Rang from a second ago, 3 conquistadors in early castle can destroy everything.
Yes.
So we're now going to wait for Fire to end the game with his now 4 conquistadors.
Yeah, what FreakinAndy needs is about the only thing that really what FreakinAndy needed to have all of his army together and back inside of his base and defend from inside of his walls at this point because there's such a strong power spike for fire. You need like 3 to 4 monks. The only that really defends against conks in early castle is monks, and FreakinAndy didn't have terrible monk numbers, but now we do because they got picked off. You also need some RNG luck if you're gonna go for that. So.
Yeah,
but
Fire's got 1 relic already in his base, and he's sending some villagers forward for what looks to be a castle drop. He's got 500 stone to his name. He's got 6 villagers mining it. He's just waiting for the 6th
alligator.
And we're going to drop it real close to Andy's walls, and there's going to be nothing that Andy can do about it.
See?
It's going to be absolutely nothing. The pants from Andy have been pulled down, and they're currently at ankle level. But villager-wise, Andy's in a good position. We can appreciate that. Andy, 53, Fire with 42.
Did you just say we can appreciate Andy's pants being down? Ellie, that's inappropriate.
I know what I said. All right, I said what I said.
You know what's bothering me about this? I gotta say, you know what's bothering me about this castle is it's right up against the edge of the wall. You know what FreakinAndy can do if you do that is he can delete the parts of his wall that the castle are next to and then attack the castle without being like pressured from the outside by any melee units or anything.
Because there's 6 conquistadors.
Fair enough.
There's nothing Andy can do. Monks.
What does this
down.
Does this castle do a lot though? Because FreakinAndy's still gonna have his main gold, still gonna have his main stone, still gonna be able to go up to Imperial Age and treb this castle down, which should be his main priority now.
That's pretty much what Andy needs to do, and he's rolling with 25 on food right now, so he's got a pretty good eco rolling. He's got 4 TCs. I don't know if the 4th TC, you know what, maybe this is why he kept the walls. He just wanted this secret base. He's making a market right now, so I think he does want to imp, and he's got 10 villagers on stone, so I think he wants his defensive castle. He wants it right now. Celts, they get BBCs or no? I never see BBCs with Celts. Is that their lack?
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna check my, hold on, I have a magical command in my chat.
They don't get BBCs. Yo, Rami, time to update this, the title, the title?
Yeah, they do not.
It would be time to update the title.
But they could get faster firing onager. I think onagers wouldn't be the worst call against the... Or honestly, Scorps too. Scorps won't do terrible against Conquistadors because Conquistadors do not have Pierce armor. And just like you get like 5 or 6 faster firing Scorpions from the Celts, and I feel like you could deal with the Conks. But we're not gonna need it. We need to get we get the castle up right above where that main stone is. Look, he's even gonna delete some some farms to... Yeah, there you go. That's the perfect place to put that castle. You're going to defend your entire economy. Anywhere that's easy to break through is not going to be easy to break through. You're going to have a combination of a castle and a town center's arrow fire to deal with. And it's just not going to... It's not going to be worth it for fire here. You could even throw down like a siege workshop in that other gap right there and make this even harder
there's already a siege workshop for fire. And he's already got some rams on the field here. And I like that fire's adding a outpost. So he's going to have some pretty good visibility here. Yeah, the conquistadors, if they do make it through this house, we can just garrison and Andy should be fine there. I think Andy, he's going to be off to Imperial Age in just a few minutes, or seconds rather. But the problem is he just has one monk, so he's got no military, and that's kind of that's spooky.
I mean, you know what? The other thing he could do from this position, Ellie, is you don't click up to Imp. Maybe you don't need to take that forward Spanish castle down. You need army. Maybe let's drop a whole bunch of archery ranges, maybe even buy some wood for archery ranges and get a whole ton of skirms out to deal with the conks, and then go up to Imp, because you'll still have solid eco after that.
Seems like a weird play, but yeah, I feel like getting a siege workshop and getting a couple of scorpions down could be really, really huge. Right now, we maybe even also a mangonel to deal with these pesky little rams, because he's gonna lose those 3 relics that he has. And there's monks that are right there, freaking just waiting. They're like the little flies that are touching their little paws, you know. They're doing the little fly. You know what I'm talking about? When a fly is like cleaning its little forelimbs. That's what these monks are doing. It's exactly what these... And look! The convoy of monks coming in here. Disgusting.
Yeah, they're going to snatch those relics in an absolute relic heist. They were within range of the castle, I think, too, Ellie. These conks in the north, I thought they were going to break through, and I didn't realize there was a tree between those siege workshops. And we're going to have mangoes out to defend. Remember what I said, that maybe onagers or scorps could be an option? A good mango shot here could really help. Yeah, wow! 3 conks go down to 2! Look at those mango shots from FreakinAndy, Ellie. Wow! That was crazy. 2 back-to-back attack rounds take out all of the conks from fire that had managed to break through. That was sick. Hello? Ellie.
The dramatic change. The rams are coming now. And he's going to be in Imperial Age right now. But he needs to deal with these rams somehow.
These mango shots from FreakinAndy are insane. Look at this. He just wiped out another 4 cogs, Ellie. This is ridiculous defense from FreakinAndy.
Good. Okay, we're going to lose a couple of vills here. We're going to cry about those later. Villager count, Andy's still fine. He's got 4 TCs, right? Fire's only got 2. Castle-wise, not the biggest fan, because Andy is going to try to repair here. He can't really fight the rams with his villagers because there's this pesky little castle from fire that's, you know...
Needs that treb so bad. Oh, man. If he had gotten that treb out, Ellie, he might have actually been able to... Even if the castle had gone down, if he managed to get 1 trebuchet out.
I'm at 30 minutes. Are you ahead?
30 minutes even. 30:06, 30:07, 30:08, 9,
7,
10.
8. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay, Monk's going to try to get some conversions over here, but the conquistadors are going to say no. There was 1 conversion, so this conquistador is still chilling. But yeah, Andy doesn't have... he doesn't have BBCs. He doesn't have his...
Needed skirms, Ellie. Where's the Ellie skirms? Where are the Ellie skirms? Andy, don't you watch my commentary occasionally? Andy, what are you doing? Yeah, Andy's in here. He's like, yeah. And then the skirms. This is the time to be skirming it out. We've got an army, conquistadors, monks. Okay, the rams could be a little bit of a problem for skirmishers, but nothing else. So many
and
idols.
If they have the numbers, there's nothing they can't take.
So many idle villagers.
Don't worry about the idle villagers. The efficiency here, 41%, is pretty garbaggio. There's nowhere for them to go because they're going to be either in range of the castle. So all of this eco is going to be really, really sad. Andy, I feel like is the curtain closing. Fire is so confident. He's like, who cares? I don't need to go to Imperial Age. There's nothing that Andy has done with Imp. So he got to Imp. Has he gotten onagers? No. Has he gotten a bracer? No, he doesn't even get bracer. He doesn't know her. What have we done with Imp?
Onagers would have been really nice, but we haven't been able to have our food eco working long enough to get any like decent Imperial Age upgrades. Ooh, more big shots on the conks, though, with the mangonels, Ellie, and that's going to buy even more and more time. This has been a really stellar defense with the mangoes with FreakinAndy. I've been enjoying this so much.
It's been really good. Andy, his mango micro, pretty good. I feel
Another
like the
castle.
villagers have nothing else to do, so we're sending 11 vills to repair 1 mangonel. Dropping another castle, maybe Andy can still get a treb out, right? He's got the gold for it. Unfortunately, Andy has no relics. Fire's got 4 of them. So Fire is in a really good position. He's got 21 farms, rocking and rolling. I think will probably click up soon. He's got a lot of stone for another castle. Could either also sell some stone if he needs to, just to get a castle out to Imperial Age first. I don't know, but we do have the castle finally up for Andy. He's going to be making a trebuchet. He can potentially clean 1 castle. However, we do have villagers forward and lots of stone in the bank, so I think Fire could be repairing that castle for generations to come.
Yeah.
As we're in the wood line, losing a lot of villagers. We're fighting with vills now. Is this what we've come to?
This is such a sick defense from FreakinAndy, Ellie. Honestly, he still has a villager lead at this point. After all of this, still has a villager lead. With his base just getting, like, wrecked. Manages to get a castle back up. Has been dominating the conks with mangonels for the most part. Like, against, like, one of the best players in the game. Let's be straight up. Like, Fire is definitely up there in that top, like, 20 strata, right? And we're getting, like, mango shot after mango shot on these clusters of conks, even now still. This has been a sick defense from FreakinAndy, I gotta say.
It's been good. It's been good.
It could be better. No, I'm not. I will admit that. There's definitely if FreakinAndy should look at this and feel so encouraged, though, honestly, and be like, oh man, I could totally have done that, and been like, yes, you could have, like, and know that it was within your capabilities. I feel like the problem is that, Ellie, the main problem is that Fire has so much map control. Like, there's so much extra res for Fire at this point. Even if he repairs this castle for days and loses this castle, he can build 2 more and still has access to all the stone and all the gold. So FreakinAndy have to have so much momentum pushing out of this, and only has, like, how much main gold is even left on this main gold? Like a little bit, but not a ton.
He's fine. He cleans up his castle. I feel like we just need more units, because right now he just has siege, and if he had skirms and siege,
yeah, skirms here would be great. Skirms here would be so good. He has enough wood too. He could definitely swap into it or add it.
You heard it here first. Skirms would have been great.
Against the, I mean, it's conquistadors. You gotta do something. Onagers would also be excellent here.
Onagers would have been good too. The conquistadors are like diving underneath the TC. We don't, or the castle rather. We don't have ballistics. So Andy, well, I mean, he's got Botkin, so the skirmishers are pretty much halfway there, you know. We still don't have an archery range. I still don't see it, but there's not much room. Andy is lacking space, so space is also a resource, and Andy just doesn't have it. He's got his farm eco too good. There's, you know, he's got farms everywhere, but the siege is scary. Fire really close to clicking up to Imperial Age right now.
Just clicks up to Imp. Yeah, this, I think the Imperial Age click up, he's lost a lot of conks, but I still think he has enough res, has enough eco that he'll be able to maintain a push. FreakinAndy has taken so long to get, like, solid Imperial Age upgrades. We don't, and Ellie, we don't even have handcart. And I know that we're the Celts, but handcart here would have helped so much.
Yeah, the mangonels are just going to be dying really, really quickly to these conquistadors. We have 19 of them here, 15 forward. Villagers are going to be dying. The trebuchets are going to be dying. Monks aren't even activated right now, which is really, really sad. But we've got a lot of villagers repairing a stable. Was that a misclick? Do we really just want to get the stable up? I don't know, but another treb over here. No skirmisher in sight. I don't see a single archery range, and that is a little heartbreaking. But forward castle has been cleaned. Andy's playing around with the idea of going on a forward mining camp, but not when there's 15 conks in the area.
I love that we're still going with mangoes, because we're still getting tons of value out of these things. I want to see Onager so bad. FreakinAndy has been on mangonels for so long in this game and been imp for so long that for us to, he's got to be trying to work his way towards Onager at this point. Good volleys there.
Sorry, taking a page out of your book there. Was that a good reaction?
Yes. Like that. How do you normally react to mangoes? You just go, "Wow, those are some good mango shots."
Yeah. Whoa, Andy with a forward TC. Okay, well, not forward, but, you know, relatively forward. We're cleaning up poop. We're cleaning up poop. Fire is now in the Imperial Age. He's going to pick up his Sanctity, his block printing, so his monks are going to be super spooky. I believe Spanish do get Redemption. I don't know if we got it just yet, but picking up Redemption could be super, super nice for Fire. He gets one Mangonel, then he sets it. Oh, yeah, there it is, Redemption.
Looks like we might have Champs. We might be taking it a Champs as Fire is getting all of the infantry upgrades here as well. That's...
Andy, Onager.
Onager could make such a big difference on these conks, Ellie.
Oh, 2 Mangonels converted. We're using the mangoes against each other, just like that. All Mangonels gone. And the Onager, we're only going to have 1.
FreakinAndy really needs another castle, but just is not going to be able to grab it. Look, Fire's got presence on that exterior stone in the north, keeping an eye on it in case FreakinAndy decides to go out and try and grab stone for a castle.
He's going for pikemen. Andy, what are you doing? Why not skirms? This breaks my heart here.
At this point, with all of the things that are countered by archers, I'd even be considering crossbows even as the Celts. But I remember what I said earlier. Oh, on a converted Onager snipes the other Onager. I really think Scorps might have actually been the play here, mixed, or at least maybe mixed in with the Onagers and monks or something. It's everything on the field is countered, has bad pierce armor, Ellie. If we had any kind of like ranged unit that could, we tried to get a. By the way, we did try to get a castle or a town center down on that stone.
Man at arms.
Yeah.
It's coming in for Andy right now. He's adding another town center. Villager-wise, he's still fine, 136 to 120, but just the military numbers.
What time are you at, Ellie? Sorry.
45 on the dot.
Cool. All right, cool.
The skirmishers right now would have been so good because they train really quickly, and then we could get, like, we got rookie numbers here. 9 military units. Those are rookie numbers, Andy. We need to get those numbers up, and I don't know if the long swordsman is going to be the play here. More onagers are getting converted over here. Unfortunate, but that's the way the cookie's crumbling.
I still love Andy's defense. I honestly still love Andy's defense. The Onagers came in at a really crucial time and are allowing this hold to even happen at all. I'm just going back to we need archers. I think we go like we need to go. We lack bracer though. That really hurts. But we do still get chemistry. I don't know what else we do against this other than maybe Scorps. More siege is always a solid answer as the Celts, honestly. So we just
Andy
spam
doesn't have the gold
Scorps
for that. He's got the main golden back is dry. The forward gold he doesn't have access to.
Doesn't have relics.
Yeah, he doesn't have relics. He's gonna try to like sneak onto this gold to the stone over here, but the conquistadors are in the area. My goodness, Atomic, thanks for the gift sub. Really appreciate the support. But Mr. Andy, he's picking up his two-handed swordsman, so I'm assuming he just wants to sell his wood at this point. But he's going to be selling his wood for peanuts, for pennies on the dollar.
There is that forward gold he's going to keep trying to take. The Onager's getting more and more value, sniping some more two-handed swords. But another conversion comes in there, and oof. Yeah, FreakinAndy's going to call the GG.
Oh, and Andy's going to say, GG, you crouton. Well, Andy held off for a really long time, and I feel like with 130 villagers still, like, it was definitely not GG territory. But with Fire continuing this pressure, having the 5 relics, having basically the map control, unlimited gold. Well played,
There was
Mr.
definitely,
Andy.
you know what? FreakinAndy, definitely to his credit, played what he needed to try and make this comeback happen. And look how far out, like, think about how far in Fire pushed into his base, and FreakinAndy pushed way out. He managed to come back out and get this gold and make an honest go of pushing Fire all the way back. But that momentum on Arena is just so hard to counter.
Two or three castles that we got down.
Maybe if he hadn't lost the relics. Imagine if he hadn't lost those relics, or if he'd moved them back from that forward monastery into like a rear monastery at some point. Would have been great.
What could have been? Are you wearing black?
Me?
Yeah.
I've got a black Twitch shirt on and a black Simpsons hat on.
All right, perfect. So you're already ready to mourn what could have been. Military economy technology looking really good for Fire. He's playing this one really, really nice. Didn't focus too much on the boom, but in the end had decent amount of villagers and a strong military presence throughout. I gotta say, Andy did get more res collected. He did have more villagers throughout the game, but it didn't matter because the military won Fire this one. 128 villies for Andy. Couldn't pay the billies. Clicky clickies for Andy, but Fire.
I got a phone call. I'll hop back on with you in a second, okay?
All right. Well, Fire clicked in all the right places. Thank you, Philip. Thank you. All right. All right. As a reminder, if you guys want to contribute to the OnlyBans tournament pool, it's currently $3,333.33. You can do that in the panel below. Just click on that. All that good stuff. Hello, MadCat27. Nice to have you here. We're going to move on to game number 2. I don't know if it makes sense for me to start without Mr. Grath.
Ellie, just give me a moment. My dad is stranded without a car, and I need to just go tell my mom to go pick him up. So I'll just keep my chat entertained as well as yours. If you want, I will put the.
I thought you muted me. All right, guys. Yeah. Now that Dad's leaving, aka Grath rang, you guys can be on your, uninhibited behaviors. So feel free to go wild. Do whatever you want. All right. I won't take responsibility for it, but you guys can definitely do whatever you want. Doggy pets, give me 1 second. Atomic. Un momento. Daddy Grath and Mommy Ellie. Please don't ever say that. He's your dad? Call him daddy? No!
Emotional,
no.
damn it!
All right, we're gonna move on to the civs here. See what unfold as. All right, well, welcome.
It's still good. It's still good.
That's Carl. Nice to have you here. So this is the Civ draft, if you will. Like we mentioned before, you just ban 3 civs that you are 3 civs and 3 maps you don't want to play, and then from the remaining pool, the what are you watching? Automatically. So we've got FreakinAndy, who has been rolled into Vietnam. No, that's too strong.
It's okay.
So we say insta-ban Magyars. We got a re-roll of Saracens. Fire's thinking, no, I don't want Saracenos. So he says insta-ban for the Saracens, which means Portuguese is where it's gonna be. Golden Pit. Now, Fire did ban Gold Rush, and Golden Pit is quite similar. So I don't think this is a favorite map of Fire, but Portuguese, I feel like they're pretty decent civ on this one. They got good knights, discount on gold units, 20% off everything.
I'm in
Strong,
danger.
unique units. Fire played with Spanish. With the conquistadors, perhaps we'll do the same with the organ guns. Time will certainly tell. What color are my eyes? I don't know. You tell me. I feel like they're bluish gray, something like that. Anyway, moving on. We move on with our lives. So let's hop into it. We're in it to win it. Vietnamese versus Portuguese on Golden Pits. Let's rock and roll. Oh yeah, we wanted doggy pets. Hello, baby. Hello. Hello, Ryan. Oh.
Okay. Ellie, are you there?
I'm here.
I'm here. My everything has been sorted. I apologize for the delay. I took care of it as quickly as I could.
I'm at 1 minute time, by the way. 1 minute 13, 15, 16, 17. Fire playing as Portuguese in the blue. He's here on the left-hand side of the map. Map-wise, he's got his berries and his stone tucked away in the back. His ostrich are pretty close to the berries as well. So we get a little bit of a two-for action over here. Drop a mill and get the ostrich while it's hot. So I like that as well. His gold is a little bit less protected over here, but I'm sure he can deal with it.
Time, please, again. Sorry.
2, 0, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, cool.
All right. And Andy here will make him red. He's playing as Vietnamese, so he knows where fire is. That's one of the pick-me-ups of being Vietnamese. You can, you know, do a little bit of perusing there. I don't know if he's going to, like, do you think Andy will pull a Margou and go forward with a Vil and do some laming? I don't think so.
The Vietnamese with that bonus being able to see your opponent. I think he might. It makes a lot of sense to try and do something against the higher elo opponent. The earlier in the game you are, the more of an advantage you can possibly get over a higher elo opponent. The reason being, Ellie, is at this point, if you compare Fire and FreakinAndy, look, they have identical economies.
I think he did go forward. I think he did go forward and snagged some deer or some sheep.
Yeah,
because he's got a lot of sheep.
It makes a lot of sense, Ellie. Like I said, like you're only at this point you have equal army, equal ecos, so it's your best possible chance to do damage to your opponent. So go forwards and lame everything you can. Like try and do a drush. Like I feel like drush or men at arms is one of your best options when you're up against a higher elo opponent like this.
Well, Fire is going to be pushing his ostrich right now. Andy is not going to be doing any laming, so he's not going to lame the boars, but I think he did take 2 of the sheep. So I think 2 of the sheep are gone, and he sees his last 2 sheep, but he hasn't grabbed them with a scout. So he's just like, I'll save them for later. Instead, he's struggling here to wrangle with a very non-cooperative ostrich we don't like. The volume of the cocaster is quite low.
The volume of the cocaster is quite low.
I don't know. I feel like it's pretty high. Can we confirm?
I mean, I can confirm that I'm pretty high.
This game is not live. It was played yesterday at an unholy hour where I was not awake or sleeping or not at home. One or the other. It's fine for you. Thank you, Ox. Appreciate it. All right, so FreakinAndy's playing as Vietnamese. I feel like I want to see Rattan archers because I really like their hats, but I don't think Andy's going to be making his military decisions based on fashion.
Why not? Why wouldn't he do that, Ellie? That seems like a good idea to me.
Hold on. Are we gonna be eating it? Ellie has been ignoring all the great jokes. What are the great jokes? I've been missing it. Fashion is the true end game.
Rip me. What great? He's making jokes. I didn't notice. He's just not funny at all.
Grab has been making jokes.
No, I'm not, apparently. Well, they're not funny. No great jokes here. Move on. No, this is not hilarious at all. I'm not funny. I'm failing miserably. Not making Ellie laugh.
He's got some walls. Fire is gonna not care. He's gonna kill a Vil, I think. I think a Vil's gonna go down.
Yeah, but is it fashionable to kill the Vil, Ellie? That's what's important.
Isn't fashionable? Well, it certainly isn't fashion. Fire is going to have, I think, some Drush FC nonsense going on here. I think maybe that's what Andy was thinking about doing. But now that he's down a Vil and he has these 3 militias and a scout in his poop, it's not going to be ideal for him. And the man still hasn't snagged his sheep. So I think Fire is going to do that. I think Fire is going to see that first. He's going to see the creepers, right? No. No, my god, what?
Missed them by 1 tile.
1 tile. That's crazy.
I wonder if we're gonna get these trapped towards the TC, not fast enough.
Another Vil gonna get killed? What? Is that gonna yeah, Andy already has to get forced to get loom. Andy's got 23 villagers right now. He's going up with 24. I wonder, he's got 4 on gold as well. Does this seem like an FC to you of sorts? Like a naked fast castle? Or does he just, I feel like, no, he just wants archers to deal with this. Whoa, look at Fire's walls. Can we just appreciate how ugly they look?
FreakinAndy's up at 26 pop. I don't know if it will be straight archers, Ellie. I think it is going to be an FC. He's got, I think it's going to be FC from both.
He's building a rack. He's going to go for an archery range.
I don't think so. I think look at the amount of food it has. Look at the amount of, and look at, I think Fire's more likely to be building a rack.
Food. He didn't get the 2 sheep. I don't believe it. My juice. Thanks for your prime. I think it's going to be archers.
I disagree.
Hey, Real. Welcome. So, okay, you think we're gonna see an FC?
I think he'll try and go FC. Yeah. See, look, he's dropping more farms. I think this is gonna be an attempt at an FC. I think he will drop a range, and I think he'll drop range Smith and then go FC. He'll make two. He'll make 2 archers to defend, and go FC.
That makes more sense here. But we're in the berries now. I think another villager's gonna go down right now, and we're gonna cry about her. Oh, can we save her, Andy? Can you do it?
No.
Can you do it, laddie?
Might find the sheep, though. The sheep got found finally, Ellie. Oh, the villager got sniped through the palisade. What?
Yeah, that's been happening a lot. And Andy...
What?
Gonna go feudal into the GG.
Why is that a GG? I don't understand. The 2
why
vills?
is it a GG? I don't know. He had feudal upgrades. Whoa.
Elfishy tipped $1. Just here to destroy the perfect donation count.
Thanks, Elfishy.
For destroying the perfect donation
Yeah, it was
count?
at 33333. Now it's at 333433.
Well, you know what that means. Now...
You gotta get to 44444. That's
we gotta get it to 4444
That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. Or is it?
If only there was someone very affluent in one of our chats. Okay, Andy's saying I could never reach Castle Age like that. Well, losing the villager is not good for sure.
I mean, I disagree. Hold on. I know, Andy. Now I know you've got 800 elo on me here. But what I see is someone who has 200 stone, 300 wood, and 250 gold, and continued easy access to gold. I think you drop a market, you drop your other building, you sell your stone, you click up to Castle Age, and you stay in the game for a little bit. That's what I think. If you were, let's say you were Fire playing against Fire, and if you were switched positions suddenly, do you think Fire would call GG here? No. What would he do? And you have to think like that. And don't think that you're out of a game like this. I think that's the attitude to try and have. But I am speaking. To be fair, I'm talking to someone that is significantly better at the game than me. But that's my perspective. Is I don't think this game was over. Like if you gotta think if players swap elo and then the other player with the higher elo can win, then the game definitely isn't over, right? Like it can't be, because it just means you have to play better than you think you're capable of playing in order to win. It doesn't mean that it's impossible. It just means it's very unlikely, and you got to like play above yourself. But I don't know. You see that all the time, especially in tournaments. Like you gotta Ellie, you gotta believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, what do you believe in?
You gotta believe in yourself, absolutely. Well, Andy, he admits that it's not over, but he's far behind. And score-wise, I mean, it wasn't like... I would have waited till at least Fire was into Feudal Age personally, but Andy's calling it. He's calling the shots over here. It was a great... I like the arena game. The arena game was a little bit more exciting than this one. This one was a quick in and out kind of thing, you know? When you come home from a really nice... evening with friends, with your partner, and you just want to go to bed, but then you're like, okay, we'll have a nice... Never mind. We're going to move on. Statistics-wise, military economy looking good for Fire. Andy with the tech score, but those 3 militias doing the damage that needed to get done.
Shredmaster underscore 2000 tipped $4.20.
Good work.
Or 20
clickies. They were had for Andy, but as we all have seen, Fire clicked
in all the right places.
Yes, absolutely. You know, isn't there the song, all the right moves in all the right places? Da, 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 da.
I don't know.
No? Okay, I'm sure there's a song like that. Anyway, GG's to Fire. Congratulations. I believe he's going to be moving on to the next one, round of 16. We'll look forward to casting his game. Andy, I believe, will now be rooting for Fire because I feel like that's what you do. You root for the person who knocked you out of the tournament.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'd root against everyone they played.
Well, then it's like, oh, okay, well, it's not that bad that you lost to them because they won, they beat everyone anyway, kind of thing.
Now they beat me. I want them to lose. Deception horn. I'm petty.
All right, moving on.
Down here, Ellie, down here. Salt
here
is a way of
salt
life.
is a way of life.
Obviously, the environment down here is all salt. The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt.
Okay.
And to an extent, the air
Okay,
is
so
salt.
let me just make a note
And
that
you
we've
breathe that
casted
in
this
and
game.
you constantly
Very
taste the salt.
This game has been casted. Because we also have to do some good work versus the new DLCs. And I was thinking maybe you and I... What?
Dreadmaster's dropping another
Shredmaster
420.
tipped $4.20.
Thank you very much, Shredmaster.
It is a One Republic song. Yes. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
All the right clicks in all the right places. Yeah, I know that song. That's what
Yeah. What's it called?
I don't know. I think it's called All
Right
the
Moves?
Right Clicks in All the Right
Is that
Places.
called? Is that the right moves?
I don't know, I'm just imitating how you say
All
it.
the right moves. One Republic. That is it. That is the one.
You said, I think you sent me a One Republic song way back in the day that I put on my mainstream playlist.
One Republic is good. I'm a big fan. Okay. I believe we have TRM versus Yo. It's happening at 16:30 GMT.
Yeah, so you said you DLC, didn't you?
Yeah. So like we can't cast that one live. We could cast it live.
If we kill an hour.
But like we can't. Right? Yeah, it's in an hour. So do you want to 1v1 me, bro?
14. We'll go on arena
Is
so that you
what
actually have a chance of beating me.
Oh shit! Okay.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, emotional damage is right. Atomic is sponsoring a show match. What's the split? I'm here for it.
What you got?
50 if Ellie wins, 25 for crown. I like it. Okay, let me just go to the beta here. I gotta restart the thingamating-tong that needs to get done. All right, is it gonna be all right, new saves. Let's go.
I forget what I have to do. I have to right-click a thing, do a thing.
Yeah, we gotta right-click the thing.
I don't think we can. Wait, can we legally say what we're allowed to? We have to.
We gotta right. We know what we're talking about. We gotta right-click.
We gotta right-click the thing and then do the thing.
Yeah. Let me just download. You're cheering for Ellie to win? All right, guys.
Updating.
Wear clean underwear. Good, Philip. I like this. Doug, are you wearing clean underwear?
Yep.
I can't play with you if you're wearing dirty underwear.
Yep, I'm good. Actually, wait. Let me think. I have to do math. Wait, give me a second. Math.
Happy for president.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, that's... Okay.
It's been less than 12 hours. We're good.
Hey, Dart. Welcome.
That's in
Will
theory
Ryan
still
get
can.
more treats if Ellie wins? Yes.
I had to do math. $3,342.73. Thank you very much to everybody who has supported the tournament so far. Ellie, what's been your favorite set to cast? Does any like leap out in your memory?
Well, yeah, someone asked me if I have a favorite from this tournament. I can't say. They're like my children, you know. I can't pick favorites.
I can think of one game that like stands out really prominently in my mind. It's that Nilly game on Acropolis.
The Nilly with Veleze?
Yeah.
The first game?
Yep.
That one actually. You're right.
Excellent game. Like I can't like that one's just like whoa. Like that's a player playing way above themselves against a player that against the like one of the best in the game that was not playing bad. It's kind of cool.